Alright, so parts just came and delivered my tension rods for the Turbo Z31, so might pull that in here tonight and try to get these on. Got these from Z1 Motorsports, so they're for an S13 and Z32, but from what I've been reading, my car being an 86.5 year, I have the S13 style tension rods already in this car. So it should just be replacing out these rods right here. My bushing is blown up and exploded and leaked out all of its fluid, so it's pretty bad. But from what I see, it should just be 2 bolts on this end right here. There'll be 2 nuts underneath, and then just the one right there to break free. But it's never as easy as it seems, is it? Alright, so we'll get it pulled in here and get her started on it. Alright, now that she's in, we'll get her thrown up on the jack and crawl on under there and see what's going on. Okay, now that she's up on some ramps, you're gonna want to spray a little bit of WD-40 or PB Blaster or Liquid Wrench or whatever you have, whatever your preferred choice is. But make sure to get them all nice and lubricated so that way they break free easy. Let those sit for a minute or two, and then they should come off pretty easy, hopefully, but nothing's ever easy, at least not with these. Okay, once you get all those nuts broken free, they're gonna be 3/17s. One there and then the 2 under there. The rod will be able to come up, and then you'll just have to kind of, sometimes they'll slide right out from what I've seen, but lucky me, it's stuck pretty good, so I'll probably end up having to hit this with a rubber mallet to pop it out and in order to get it back in there. Now what I have noticed is that the stock ones kind of have like a very light bend in them, maybe like 15 degrees or so. I'm hoping that that doesn't get affected by the new ones, since they are pretty much just flat. I mean, hopefully it doesn't make a difference and I don't end up having to put that other one back on there, because there's no going back once you start it. Okay, got the stock one out, and now I am just going to measure from the inside diameter to the bolts and try to make this one the same length as this one. It doesn't look like it needs to go too far right now, maybe just about another 1.5 inches or so, 2 inches or something. So I'll get that measured up and hopefully get it slapped back on easily. Okay, new one's up in there, but it's a little smaller than the stock one in here, so I'm gonna have to put some washers in there. Otherwise these things are gonna fall out and slide around, which I don't want to have happen. So go find some washers and fill this in so that way it stays nice and tight. And other than that, it looks like it's gonna go in good. That 15-degree angle, I can see why it was there, but I'm hoping that this new rod, it won't need it. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'm putting this other control arm up in, or tension rod arm up in here. And one thing you don't want to have happen is something that looks like this. Those holes are, I don't know if you can see them, kind of wallowed out from years of it being horrible. So hopefully we don't end up having that be a problem later on, but probably need a new lower control arm. But that's okay, because this thing's going to be all S13 stuff anyways eventually, or I'll get power tricks and do it the right way. Alright, we're all done, and got the rods on there, got them adjusted to their factory length on both sides. Now I did notice that since these things don't have that 15-degree bend in it, that the lower control arm's slightly angled a little bit, so it might wreak havoc on those ball joints, but you know what, they need to be replaced anyways, so I'll probably get around to doing those, as well as the probably S13 lower control arms, maybe even some extended ones, and then some coilovers up front. She already has coilovers on the rear. I was just too cheap to get them for up front, because these cars are such a pain in the ass. You end up having to take off the original strut, and then you just cut it right there, and then weld on a tube, and then some S13 adjustables. So, but I'm happy with today's progress on it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, so that way you can continue watching all of the fun little things that we got going on. Alright, till next time.